Hello, I'm Stuart Holcroft. I'm a golf mind coach. Today I'm going to talk to you about something completely different, and you may think completely off the plot for a golf mind coach. However, what I'm going to talk to you about today is about how to stop yourself from going through ridiculous patterns of eating. So with the approach to Christmas, I thought I'd get a slice here of freshly made, home-cooked chocolate cake. As you can see, it's just a perfectly normal slice of chocolate cake, just taken from the cake on the side here. What I'm going to talk to you about is how to stop yourself from getting suckered into eating more and more of this delicious, moist chocolate cake. Because what I've found with working with people with golf, sports, and with other elements of their life, in particular about weight loss, is that they become sort of hypnotized into the whole thing of, there's the food group, I know the response I'm going to get from it, I'm going to keep on doing it. So you set up a little pattern in your own brain of going, that's what I want, that's what I like, I eat it, I eat more and more and more. And suddenly, before you know what's happened, the whole cake is gone. In the context of sport, what that actually means is that, again, if you do the same thing, you're repeating a pattern of either winning or indeed losing, you're just going to set that same pattern up and repeat and repeat and repeat. So what I'd like to talk to you about today is how to stop yourself from getting into the same hypnotic pattern of eating the same food that you know is not good for you. It's something that you've kind of developed as a bête noire for yourself, something that just calls out to you when you walk past the shelves of Morrison's and you see the mince pies with the icing on top of it, for example, or the Christmas cake, or the chocolate biscuits, or the donuts that people bring round every Friday at work. There's something about that pattern that you've got there that needs to be completely interrupted. So what I'm going to talk to you about today is a thing called Compulsion Blowout. Now, in order for me to demonstrate this, I need one very important prop, which for safety reasons I'll just put onto the table now. This is my sick bucket, because I know it may come in handy, so I'm just going to have this on standby should it be required, because it may well be in terms of what I'm just about to demonstrate to you. With the sick bucket in place, I can now go about what I'm going to do. So, when you think about chocolate cake, if you're particularly desirous of this chocolate cake, what are the sort of things that go through your brain? You may like the look of it, the smell of it, very nice, very attractive. You may like the feeling of the texture as it goes down your throat and the warmth as it exudes and it starts to decompose inside your body or ingest inside your body rather than decompose. But you might like the whole concept of having it socially with other people, it's a sharing experience or whatever else. But you know that once you've eaten it, you just think to yourself, oh, I've done it again. But instead of beating yourself up about it, what about changing your pattern, that relationship with that one particular kind of food? Now I promise you this, if you do this drill and this routine properly, you will never want to look at this same piece of cake again. So for me it's cake, for other people it's different things. So it's crisps, biscuits, chocolates, white bread, whatever it happens to be. So I'm going to show you how to change your relationship with that piece of food completely and permanently, or as long as you want it to be in place. So, what I would like you to do is to think about a kind of food that really, really repulses you. What do you not like to eat? If you can't think of anything readily, then I've got a couple of examples here for you, which I've carefully selected from around my house today. Now I've got an example here of, on the left-hand side, as you can see there, is some human hair. So it's carefully selected from the showers this morning. And on the right-hand side, you may not be able to see it very well, but it's actually freshly laid chicken poo from my chicken run outside, where we get lovely fresh eggs, but we also get the less desirable things that they do lay sometimes. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a slice off this cake, just a big chunk like this, and leaving a space in the middle. And yes, you've guessed it, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take those two undesirable elements, the human hair, put that right inside, and also I don't particularly want to touch this because, believe you me, it is really horrible. But I'm going to stick the chicken poop right inside the cake as well. Make sure it's right inside there. That's it. Now reassemble that whole combination. Now, as I now form a different relationship with this food, I now start to look at the chocolate cake in a different way. So I would think about the smell, massively differently. I would think about the texture really, really differently, and certainly the whole experience of having the hair in the back of my throat, the sensation of the chicken poo going down the back of my neck, and the whole gustatory backwash that I may get as a result of eating this. So start to already form a different relationship with looking at the chocolate cake and thinking about the unpleasant sides, the disgust that you would have as a result of eating these combinations of foodstuffs. So what I would do now is I would start to think very actively about this whole combination now, and think about the horrible sensation, the vomit-inducing taste and the textures and the smell and the sights and the sounds, and feeling revulsion about the whole thing. So as I do that, with the bowl ready, very close at hand, I'm just going to start to pick up the cake now. And as I start to think about this now, I'm already starting to form a different relationship with this particular food group. I don't particularly want to do this, but for the sake of the helping the people out, I am actually going to do this. So here we go. Oh, I really don't want this chocolate cake. Do you notice the language patterns changing there straight away? So the more the language patterns change in me, the more I can build up a negative relationship with this particular kind of food group. So the more time I spend now looking at this disgusting pile of horrible stuff with the poo inside it and the hair inside of it, the less I actually want to eat this. But again, although it revulses me already, I am going to take a bite of this cake. Here we go. Man, excuse me a moment, please. What I don't recommend that you do is go through the same disgusting process as I've just gone through there, because honestly it's just not worthwhile doing. But what you can do is you can build up a repeatable pattern of disgust at a certain food group. So once you've imagined the gustatory experience, the smell, the sounds, the feel, the look of that whole thing being revolting and disgusting, you will start to form a new relationship with that particular food group. So what I'd advise you to do now is spend a bit of time on your own particular bête noire food. Go through the whole thought process of those horrible things that you would not like to have anywhere near your throat. And again, if you need some more suggestions, I would think about the old style homebrew that people used to make, homebrewed beers. And the white stuff you got at the very bottom of the bottle, once the good stuff was drunk, is, I can tell you again from bitter experience, a very, very nasty thing to have in your mouth. Other types of things you can come up with, which I won't bore you with here, but something like bull semen might be a good example, and other disgusting things that you could build into the whole episode. So try those things out. Please let me know how you get on. For golfers in particular, what I'd inspire you to do is think about very carefully about, excuse me, a moment. Think very carefully about why you do certain things in a golf course. So when you practice before a round, why do you take 3 or 4 golf balls? We're about to take a 6-foot putt. What's the thought process you have in your mind? If I can help in any of the ways, then please do respond straight away and let me know in which way you've got some sort of issue with your own mind, and I can help you to sort those things out. Thank you for watching.